So that's probably is, that not always you can just disappear. Obligations that you have to do. Of course, it's beautiful to have flowers, and it's beautiful to have fans, who give you presents or who applaud you or who stand up. And for me, the most beautiful thing probably is those few seconds in a concert that you can create where there's a complete silence when you sing a phrase or you sing an aria. And then there is a cadenza, for example. Before you start a new phrase, you just have a few seconds of silence. And you know that in those few seconds you hear that nobody is moving, nobody is looking something in a pocket, nobody is coughing. So it's a complete, paralyzed atmosphere. And that's probably, for me, the most wonderful thing in a... Unfortunately or fortunately, the singer usually tend to get a stamp on the head, That's a Mozart singer, that's Puccini singer, that's I don't know what. And the Carmen is one of the roles where you get, okay, that's the Carmen singer. So I really try to take this role as late as possible into my repertoire, and yet I was pushed, let's say, because the main move was the engagement with the Vienna State Opera in 2010. It's so different, I have to say, after playing those boys like Cherubino or like Rosenkavalier, where you all the time have a love scene with a woman. It's quite nice to have a man,
It could be a woman, could be a man. As necessary as it comes, yeah.
The humor is the most important thing in everybody's life. I think without the humor, people just go crazy, and I think it is absolutely necessary to be able to laugh, not only about others, but also to laugh about yourself. Well, the media is like now, it's a very permanent role. I mean, you have to do interviews, you have to be present. Then it's not always very, very welcome because you are tired or, you need to rest your voice. But it is something that, fortunately or unfortunately, nowadays an artist or performer cannot live without. So, you make some kind of a deal with yourself. And I think everybody who decides to make a public profession knows that the media and everything that comes with the media is just, in the contract.
At the end of the day, I think Elīna is completely, and I, for that matter, it's not only Elīna, is completely different, the completely opposite from what you see on stage. There's nothing glamorous about it, there's nothing sophisticated about it, there's nothing complicated about it. It's a very easy life. We like simple things. There's nothing more that we enjoy than renting a film and just eating some popcorn and some champagne. This is all we need. It's everything around that doesn't let us to do, and all the telephone calls and all the emails, which obviously one has to work. But the simple things in life is what we like. And when we go on holiday, for example, we like very much just to do nothing.
An ideal home. Yeah, probably the place that nobody knows where I am. Nobody has telephone numbers, nobody knows email, nothing. It just place somewhere that me and my husband can be on my own. Probably the biggest disadvantage of being together with a musician is being separated from each other. Probably because if your partner is an active, singer, conductor, or violinist or whoever, and is actually working actively, and I'm doing the same, most people are just traveling somewhere, so it's very difficult to combine, to really keep that private life together. And it costs a lot of telephone bills and a lot of plane tickets and a lot of train and cars and everything to make it work. So that's probably is the biggest disadvantage. The biggest advantage, there are just far too many to tell them, You don't have to explain why you have to kiss somebody on the stage because it's a regie. You don't have to explain why you are in a bad mood just because your voice doesn't work. Or you don't have to explain that you have no time to go anywhere because you have to memorize this aria or this piece, So, again, I could really never live with somebody else who doesn't know anything or understand the stage. So I probably can say I'm the lucky one.
Out of our profession, we like not to be known. We like to disappear. We're not very sociable either. Very rarely we go to dinner. We do all this, in the profession. You're permanently doing this. You're permanently having to meet promoters. You're permanently having to do interviews. You're permanently having to travel. You permanently have to have room service in hotel and dinner. And after a while, that becomes a bit too, kind of monotonous. So that's the answer. Simple. It's hard to say what one expects. I think one doesn't expect anything. One goes and tries to do things as honestly and as well as possible, and the rest is not really up to us. We are there to serve the music, and we're there to serve the public. And also the orchestras are very different. I've been very happy here. We've only had two days, but it's been a very happy week already in Brno with the orchestra. They've been very cooperative and with a great spirit. And with great professionalism, which is at the end what we all look for. And also, I have to say, what Elīna Garanča looks for, and which we don't always get. So I have to say, up to now, it's been a really very happy time leading up to this concert.